and welcome back to my channel. So I thought today I would do a fun little video talking about how I stay so organized in my day-to-day life. And there are a couple tools that I use to help me kind of just stay on track in life in general. And the first major one is my planner. So I've been using a planner since I believe middle school, when they gave us those middle school issued planners. And ever since then, I've been getting them and I just really love using them. And although it's not very unique to use a planner, I do find that they're a really great tool, just like how having a journal is a really great tool to help with your mental health. And I do also find that my planner really helps with my mental health, helps me keep on track of my mood and my habits, and just making sure that I stay on the right track to stay as healthy and happy as possible. And I did get this one at Target, so it's called the Simplified Planner. It's actually smaller than the one I had the year before, and I do every single year go and pick out a new one, and they do tend to be different sizes, different layouts. This one though, I really was looking for something very simple, and I'm just so glad that I found it. And I also really love just like the blue and the flowers as well. And I just want to open up to a random month to kind of give you an overall view of what it looks like. So this is how it is set up, and I just like the little squares like this. I feel like they're a perfect size compared to my last one. It was a little big. And then you switch to the next page and it has all of the days as well, so you can on your individual dates just write down what you need to do. And it is just really nice to not have it jumbled up with a bunch of other things, and I can just customize it the way I want to, which is super nice. So to go along with my planner, I also use little notepads, so ones like these. I just got them at Office Depot and they're really nice. They're like miniature legal pads basically. And I have seen small books that you can put them into, kind of like the same large folders, but I prefer just kind of having these lying around the house. And I actually used one to jot down my thoughts for this video. They are just really useful, and this past 2 weeks I've been using kind of a different system to organize my day-to-day life. So what I've been doing is I've been using these pages to write down just generally what I want to do throughout the week, and then I get more specific with the notepads. And another thing I wanted to point out is that you can have ones like mine where it is under the academic calendar, so it goes from July of this year to June of next year. Those are just the ones that I've been using since they're the ones that I'm more used to and comfortable with, but there are ones that go just the span of the entire year, so at the new year you can always just pick up one of these and do it that way. It's really whatever works better for you, but I personally like the academic ones. So going back to how I kind of make more detailed notes on the notepads, what I do is I start my day by going through yesterday's to-dos, and basically I just see what I did and didn't end up getting done if I hadn't already crossed it out the day before once I did it. And I move whatever still needs to be done either to that day, or I move it to another day of the week if I have other stuff going on. And like I said, more recently I've been using a new system where with the detailed notepad I have 3 different categories I'm working with. So I do a creative category, a self-care one, and chores. And I just write them really neatly, like in little squares here. And I'm just gonna do kind of like a test one, for example, for like tomorrow. Basically, I just write the date, or at least the day that I'm working with. So this one is going to be for Thursday since I'm filming this on Wednesday. And I'm just gonna show you those 3 categories and how I space them out. And for me, the system has really been working very well, because instead of just having one long list that I'm looking at and getting overwhelmed by, it gives me a more clear kind of vision of what my day could look like and how I could plan around each thing I want to do. And then it also allows me the freedom to change things. So that's the other thing that I find really helpful. I'm someone that really struggles with time management and getting things done in a timely manner. I do tend to take longer to do things. So the fact that I can move things around like this and not have it set hour by hour is really nice. So here is the finished thing. It is kind of messy, but I just wanted to show you what it would look like. So Thursday, we have creative, self-care, and chores. And like I said, I do move things around a lot, or I move things to the next day if I know I'm not going to get them done that day. And I've really struggled with beating myself up about that and just, you know, my levels of productivity. but I've kind of just stopped because what is the point of that? You know, every day is different in some way, and you just kind of have to allow yourself to leave room for change like that. So even though this does help me, you know, with time management, I'm not making myself stick to a schedule that is more harmful than good for me. But if you're somebody who thrives off of that, that's awesome. I'm in no way judging that. And I just think, you know, again, whatever works for you is really great. But these are just the ones that I use currently. And then another tool that I use to help keep my planner organized in a way that makes sense to me, I do have a color key that I use. And the thing I love about keys is that you can customize it the way that you want to. You can add whatever categories you want. You can, you know, use the same ones that I do. It's really up to you what you want to do, but I do social events, exercise, appointments, my cycle, work, and payday. So this just helps me kind of keep a general track of what I'm up to. And again, I do find this really helpful for mental health because it can help me see my progress. So, you know, it shows me when my therapy appointments are, so I have that to look forward to. And then it also shows me, you know, my exercise and how frequently and how much exercise that I'm doing, which is really important for my mental health personally. And also, it just helps with my memory. Like, I don't have a bunch of things sitting in my brain all the time. I'm able to jot them down in here and keep appointments and dates and anything that I need to remember that's important in here without stressing myself out just in my regular day-to-day life. And it also just helps me figure out what I want to prioritize at that point in time, and just when I look back at it, show me what I was prioritizing and what I want to do for the future. So it's really good for future goal planning as well. And it really does help keep my anxiety at bay because, like I said, I'm able to track everything that I'm doing in a way that makes sense to me. And in general, it just helps me keep a more calm kind of atmosphere around what I'm doing. And although it doesn't get rid of my anxiety, especially if it's things that I don't really want to do or things that do make me more stressed, it helps me get through those things, and it helps me kind of keep better goals for myself. So I'm not just spending every day, you know, in an aimless kind of way. I do like having structure to my day, and so using this as a tool to do that is really helpful for me. So I do just want to clarify the pros that I've been talking about because I feel like this video has been quite rambly, but basically my planner helps me with time management, tracking my mental health ups and downs, as well as my healthy habits / things I need to remember. And it's just overall really helpful. Like I said, I track my exercise regimen, I track my cycle, and it just really helps me kind of know when I need to give myself a little more TLC, as well as kind of put my nose to the ground and just work. And so it is really nice and really helpful. And I hope this video helps kind of inspire you, maybe if you're someone who's looking for some more structure in your life, but structure that you create for yourself, because I do think these are really, really helpful tools. And like I said, I was given my first planner in middle school. It's not like as a child I was doing this, you know, just by myself automatically, but it did branch into something that I really love and feel a lot of just passion about, because I know how hard it is to, you know, juggle a lot of things in your life at once. And so finding balance and finding structure can be really difficult, especially, you know, if you have trouble self-motivating. And for me, this just really helps me break down what I need to do and what I should be doing for myself. And the last things I wanted to show you were, I use these stickers right here. I got this pack from Amazon, but they're just a bunch of pastel dot stickers and I find them really helpful. And then I also use these stickers here. So these were actually from my old planner and they're pretty nice. They have ones like payday, birthday, exercise, whatever, but I really like using these hearts and stars to signify, you know, special days like anniversaries or holidays or birthdays. And it's just nice to kind of have that extra pop of color to like signify like, oh, by the way, this person's birthday is coming up. Maybe I should get them a gift, you know, sooner rather than later. So, you know, when that day comes, I'm not completely just out of my element and overwhelmed. So I will link things down below, but if I can't find a link for them, I did get the planner in person at Target and I got the stickers online. So they shouldn't be super hard to find. All I did was type in pastel dot stickers and these came up. The only kind of thing I have about them is they're a lot thinner than I expected. So a lot of the times the paper under it comes up with it. So you just have to kind of use your nail or something thin to pry the sticker up. But once you do it, I think they look really nice. And you can write over them, write under them, and it doesn't really cause many issues, which I really, really like. And that's really it. You know, like I said, I got the simplified planner because I wanted something simple that I could customize. There are more complicated ones, but I don't feel like those are as personalized. It definitely feels like whoever made it, it's, you know, kind of more their planner than my planner. And if you like that, like, that's awesome. If it inspires you, that's awesome. But for me, like, I like keeping things a little more simple and straightforward for my brain. But overall, this video is just something that I wanted to talk about. And although I do find it kind of silly, it is a huge part of my life, and it is something that I use every single day. I mean, I used it this morning, I used these today, like, really every single day. These help me so much. And so if I'm able to inspire somebody else or show somebody else a way to organize their life in a way that makes them happy and helps them keep track of their mental health and, you know, work through life in a way that's a little bit easier, then that's all I want from this video. And I just know what it's like to kind of struggle through life. So like I said, if I'm able to inspire somebody else and kind of help them with their journey, I'm really glad that this video was able to do that and I was able to reach them. And overall, I hope you guys just have a really great rest of your summer and academic year and just life in general. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you all very soon in my next video. I have no idea what it will be, as usual, because I'm always working on a million things at once. And again, that is why it's so important for me to have a planner. But yeah, I will see you all very soon. Bye!